All right. What's going on, gentlemen? Gentlemen and lady gentlemen. Tomorrow I gotta do, let's see here. I'm supposed to do squats 580 for 2 and deadlift 680 for 2. So weight's getting heavy. I might not be able to do that till Sunday though. All right. What a really shitty day. I ain't gonna whine and cry about it, but I'm not the happiest I've ever been. Kind of hoping lifting some weights would take care of that. Yeah. Competition is in how many days? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 days to competition. So that means I got, let me see, 1 more week of training. So here's what gets really screwy. I got to go to Utah on the 6th, which is a non-lifting day. So that means I'll leave on the 7th, or the 5th rather. I'll drive up on the 5th. I'm supposed to squat on the 5th. I'm supposed to hit 590 or 600 for 4. So I'll do my workout in the morning, and then I'll drive to Utah, spend the night, do my thing on Thursday, drive back Thursday night, and then on Friday is my big bench press day where it's going to determine if I'm going to hit 400 pounds in competition or not. So that's on the 7th. And then my last training day is March 9th, Sunday. That's where I hit deadlifts, 635 for 4. If I can do 635 for 4, I've got a good chance of breaking my record. I got a little wiggle room in there. There's a day or two where I can move around a little. Normally, like a week before competition, I like to do a mock meet where I do all 3 lifts to my openers. But we'll see. We'll see if we're going to do a little differently this year or not. Thor failed 501 kilograms with the elephant bar. Did the bar move a couple inches or did the weight? Let's see. I'm looking at the video right now. Didn't Thor already hit 501 kilograms? Oh, but he did that during the COVID when he did that lockdown. Yeah, so Utah, so the drive is only 5 hours. But I don't know, man. I gotta go stupid fucking. They want to redo the way our department does accident investigations, and right now Las Vegas, I could say my claim to fame is that I have the lowest incident rating in the company, and the way we operate. Little lowly old me has been invited to kind of, I don't know. I don't know if they want to, I don't know. I don't want to, I start tooting my own horn, I'm going to get shit on. We won an award though. Well, you know what's funny? My boss won an award for 2 projects that he didn't have anything to do with. It was me and Rob. When they gave him that award, everybody in the room kind of looked over at me and I was like, Cool, dude. Hey, happy boss, right? Well, Mikey, the program calls for 6:35 for 4, but I still have to lift it. uh, what are your thoughts on the carnivore diet? Um, I think it works. It's an elimination diet, so if you have a immune issue or like autoimmune disorders, that kind of thing, a lot of people that go on these elimination diets, like you hear the same thing with vegans. Oh, I went on vegan and everything cured and I feel 100% better. Well, yeah, because you eliminated what was bothering you. So now, is it being vegan that fixed it or eliminating what was ailing you? So there's a lot of anecdotal evidence to suggest that carnivore is actually an appropriate diet for the human species, and there's a lot of people that do really well on it. But there's just as many that report having issues with it. So I actually did carnivore. I did it for 30 days, and I loved it. It was great. The only problem with it is after a few weeks, it becomes kind of a challenge to maintain proper nutrition because you got to eat a lot of organ meat, you got to eat a lot of fat, lots of fat. You got to eat the whole cow essentially. And that becomes a little bit of a grind. And so what I started doing was introducing things back into the diet, like mushrooms and noodles. There you go. Now you're eating Japanese food. But no, the carnivore diet. I mean, if you're struggling with something like you have autoimmune issues or skin conditions, or there's a variety of things. For people that are afflicted by certain things like that, they can be depressive, they can suffer from anxiety, they can do a whole bunch of things, and it can clear all that up. So, this is what I would say: you can try anything for a month. Just try it for a month, 30 days, and if it works for you, great. For me, intermittent fasting is the way to go. I like to try to push it to like 18 to 20 hours. So I have a really small feeding window, and I think fasting it's really helped me with my bloating issues. Yeah, sandbags in my dirty basement. Hell yeah. That's what I love to hear, Cameron. 501 kilogram elephant bar with no deadlift suit this time. Dude, that deadlift suit, hey, it might add well, think about it like this. You got those multiply suits the guys wear. And Eddie Hall wore one when he broke, what was it, 500 kilograms? What was Eddie Hall's number? Well, he had a deadlift suit on too. That's why he had to roll the bar into him to pick it up because he couldn't bend over to get in position. And then all of a sudden now you see everybody in the gym rolling the bar before they start a deadlift, and they don't understand why he was even doing that in the first place. It drove me nuts. I'm like, oh my God, you guys see one giant 400-pound man that can't bend over and touch his toes, and he literally has to use the weight to get into position. And now I'm watching all these clowns roll the bar up to them before they start deadlifting, and they wonder why everybody says that deadlifts are horrible for your back. I'm like, to each their own. But the point being, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, those multiply suits, they can add like 100 pounds to the lift. It was Scott Mendelson has a 1,100-pound bench press, and his raw bench is somewhere like 650. It's really good bench. It's over 600 pounds. But how much weight does the suit add? That's over 400 pounds that bench suit's adding to him. So it's so tight. That's why his head turns purple. He has to pull the weight into him. If it's below a certain weight, he has to row it to him. That's how tough the fabric is. But then you can make an argument. He still has to unrack it. Like, there's a man on this planet that can literally unrack over 1,000 pounds on the bench. Just that feat alone. Like, you can tell, he said that in an interview that his bones were bending when he was holding the weight. So, equipped lifting is impressive, but it's a totally different animal than raw lifting. It's a separate. I don't even consider it the same sport. Knee pain. What's up, brother? How you doing? Yeah, I'm still slowly grinding. 007. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Thanks, Josh. Carnivore is literally 100% meat. I don't even know if eggs qualify as carnivore, which they should, because it's an animal that hasn't developed. What are my test levels? Last time I did my blood, which was about 5 weeks ago. It was between 12 and 1300. Do you fast daily? I've heard intermittent fasting can affect strength gains. No, I don't know. I don't really, with as much data as I aggregate, because I got an Excel spreadsheet that goes back almost 10 years, and usually I'll put whether if I'm taking creatine or if I'm on a different, whatever supplements I'm taking, I'll put that in there so I can kind of correlate if I'm strength gains. And I didn't put fasting information in there. I probably should do that. But I've been intermittent fasting for like 3 years, so I mean, I don't really have anything to compare it to. Can I sleep in your garage? You're welcome to. I don't know how much sleep you get. You're gonna be bald on competition day. No, why would I do that? I'll probably dye my hair to match my singlet. Are you able to get your testosterone? Stephen, I literally say the clinic I go to every single time I do a live stream. Are you able to get your testosterone tested by a regular physician? Oh, I see. I think I'm misinterpreting the question. So you don't consider the male clinic to be like a physician? And I can see why you would think that, but it is a doctor you go through. Now, yes, I get my blood work done by the VA, and one of the doctors there knows what I'm doing, and so when they do my blood work, they also check my organ markers, so it's more like a physical. Eggs do qualify. What's your max dumbbell press? I have no idea. I don't have any dumbbells. Do you take enclomifene? Enclomifene. I have no idea what that is. Let's look that up. Enclomifene. Enclomifene is a drug that increases testosterone levels in men with hypogonadism. And it is not approved by the FDA and has no brand. No. I don't even need to read any farther. Just wear a shirt that has the clinic name on it. Helix HIC. Ian knew the name of the clinic I go to. Those weights look older than my ancestors' ashes. That's how I like them. Yeah, dude, my weights I got all from like estate sales and like swap meets and stuff. That's why people ask why I painted them, because none of the brands match up, and I got some of my 35s look like my 45s, and I got sick of misloading myself. So I painted all the 45s orange, and I painted all the 35s green, the 25s yellow, and who cares about the change? J-Mac, no. I'm 50 years old. I guess you could take Tren at 50, but I don't know why you would want to. That would be horrible. Why would taking something he doesn't even know about? Yeah, I don't know what enclomifene is. Everything I'm on is prescription. That being said, you can get Anadrol and Anavar prescribed to you, so that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Let's see. Hey te estoy diciendo algo hola. I don't know what I just said there, but for some reason now I want an enchilada. Welcome to my stream. My bad, that was probably a question I should have asked my doctor. I think I misunderstood you, Steve. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I know what you're talking about. Yes. So here's the issue though. Most primary care physicians, because of liability issues and insurance and all that stuff, if you can get TRT or HRT through them, which is rare because usually what they do is they will, refer you to a clinic. They're only going to give you just enough to be like within normal range of a regular human being. And that's what 99% of men on TRT should be doing. But if you go to a male clinic and you tell them I'm a competitive powerlifter and I'm trying to break records, most of them, especially here in Vegas, will put you on a like a program, you know. So it's like for me, it's testosterone and DHB, which is really good for older guys. Or I'm responding really well to it, and then they'll monitor you a lot closer than, you know. It's, you have, like, they know what you're doing. Like, they know I'm a powerlifter. You probably, like, if you walk in there and say I don't, you're like, they'll ask you, do you train? And you're like, no, I don't lift weights. Well, you're not. They're not gonna do that to you for no reason. You know what I mean? But for the average guy, for the average older male, whether you train or not, if you suffer from low T, you can have side effects like depression. You lose your zest for life. It can cause sexual dysfunction. It can cause issues with your cardiovascular. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do. So whether you train or not, if you suffer from low T, you get on even like a normal HRT program, it can improve the quality of life for a lot of older guys, and it's definitely worth looking into for sure. Have you considered using strongman sandbags? Yeah, well, yeah, actually, Cameron, I'm planning on buying some after I'm done competing. As I get closer to competition, the variety of lifts that I do gets really, really specific. And I'm 2 weeks out, so like I'm literally just doing the 3 lifts now. Anyone taking? I'd have to do some research on that, Ernesto. John Hutt told me to change my name. John, that's a great name. You know what? I'll tell you, we got a weird thing going on in Vegas. It's supposed to be winter still, and it's just warm enough where if I turn my swamp cooler on, I'm gonna freeze myself to death. But without it, it's a little warm in the garage, and it's kind of uncomfortable. So I'm in a weird kind of like swamp ass. What's the standard amount of days to train if I seriously decide to train as a powerlifter? You can make decent money. Can you make decent money winning local powerlifting competitions? No. Powerlifting has cost me money. But if you get to the point where you're sponsored, I guess technically I'm an affiliate sponsor for Iron Rebel, but the only way I make money is if I sell their shitty shorts to people and I get like 40% of it or something. I don't even know. But if you can get some sponsored sponsors, like real sponsors, then you can do okay. But you don't really start making money in lifting until you get to like the professional level where you get invited to like Olympia and stuff like that. I'm not too impressed by your form, AA. I mean, cool. Duly noted. Well, this should make you really angry. I'm going to actually pronounce my arch a little bit just for AA. Well, Double A, why don't you hit us with some knowledge? Why don't you tell me what I should do to improve so that I can try to impress you? Well, you can't be form police unless you actually say what you would do differently. You know what I mean? Like, guys would be like, well, I don't like that. Okay, what do you not like about it? This is my squad. What? Tell me what you would do different. Because I'm sure you are stronger than me. I'm sure you can squat and deadlift over 3 times your body weight. I'm sure you can bench press at least twice your body weight, right? So I should be taking advice from you. Slow down, coach. Start with some. You're a retard. You don't even know what you're talking about. Well, here's the hoping. Why the fuck would a powerlifter need to do cardio? Yeah. I am. I'm a 50-year-old man, and I just did a set, and I'm a little winded. The only cardio I do is the 5 minutes it takes with your mama. I love you guys. You're just like, I'm going to just say mean things, but they're not going to make a lot of sense. Like, okay, in what way would anything you have said improve my lifting? No, you don't get off that easy, Double A. I want you to bust some knowledge. I want you to tell everybody your expert opinion. I want you to improve my lifting. You don't just get to talk shit and leave. You got to say it. You got to back your words up. I love it when weaker guys try to tell me how I can lift more. What's up, Rockman? Oh, real lifter in the house. I got Double A's dispensing priceless, unsolicited advice, except for he hasn't given any advice yet. What are you talking about, tempo reps? I do tempo all the time, dumbass. No, no. You don't make it ad hominem. You don't start talking down condescending to me. You back your shit up and say something that's useful. This isn't a mic drop moment. This is where you back your fucking talk up. It's not who can be the bigger smartass. It's you came on my page and said you don't like my form. I specifically asked what you would do different, and all you're doing is talking shit. You don't get out that easy. You didn't back it up. What did you back it up with? You didn't say anything that was useful to anyone, and now you're just trying to see who can win the argument. No. Nuh-uh. Double A, he hasn't said anything. He's trying to make me look bad, but he hasn't backed his shit up. I backed it up. No, you didn't. You didn't say anything. I'm looking. What did you say? Slow down, do tempo? What okay. That's what you came up with? Add cardio. Why? Why would adding cardio improve powerlifting? That's the question I asked you directly. What would adding cardio do for me to help me lift one more heavy rep? No, I'm not simmering down. No. You need to back your shit up. No, what he's trying to do is he's trying to do that, oh, you're triggered, oh, settle down, oh, roid rage. No. You said stupid shit, and now I'm asking you to back it up, and you have yet to do so. Everybody's listening, everybody's watching our comments specifically, and everybody thinks you're a fucking idiot. Trust me. Yeah. Simmer down now. No, back it up. Tell me why doing cardio before I lift heavy would help me as a power lifter. Back your shit up. You said stupid shit. I want to hear why. I want to know your reasons as to why that's going to help me. All right, so I'm just going to block him. Be gone. I don't normally block people, but I gave him 4 or 5 opportunities to back his shit up and he couldn't, so bye-bye. He said, so what he said was he didn't like my form. And I said, okay, what do you not like about it? He said, slow the reps down, tempo reps. You guys see me do those all the time. Okay, who doesn't do tempo reps? And he said, do cardio. Okay, I said, well, how's cardio going to help me as a power lifter? He said, you're winded. Yeah, okay, what's your point? And he couldn't come up with a reason, but he wasn't going to let the argument go. He was trying to do that mic drop thing where, you know, like you talk shit and try to make me look bad. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. If you're going to talk shit, you got to back it up. Yeah, I'm doing warm-ups, incidentally. Like, yeah. Oh, it's just YouTube, Brez. That's how people are. Normally, I like to try to get like a little dialogue going with people that talk shit because maybe they'll say something funny. Maybe we can all laugh. And every once in a while, you guys actually do make good points, and I'll actually, if it's something I can use, I'll incorporate it. But he was just a guy that was just trying to like, I don't know. People think they're clever. He wanted to talk shit, but he didn't have anything you know what I mean? Like, his game sucks. What do you do for traps? Not really anything. So, because my diet's really, really, really heavy deadlifts, rows, that kind of thing. So you're really, especially if you're doing like dead rows, you're hitting the traps pretty good. With overhead press, one thing you can do if you want to really hit the traps is as you press right at the top, give it that little extra like this. And now the difference between doing that and shrugs is the way you're moving the muscle. This is a way better contraction than trying to pull up on it. You get a better range of motion and it more directly hits the traps. I don't know if you guys ever looked at anatomy, but the traps are really super thin and they cover mostly your upper lats. So if you really, really want to hit your traps, you should be doing like you should be doing heavy rows. Will you ever get into competitive bodybuilding? I don't think so, man. I mean, I'll walk around at probably 11 or 12% body fat, so I wouldn't have to get... The dieting is just, I don't know, it seems like a lot of work. It doesn't seem like it'd be that much fun. Yeah, that was a stupid argument, Cubic Z. I was hoping it would turn into something funnier. My apologies. He didn't have anything to back it up with, so he was just trying to do that, like, nah, I know you are, but what am I? You know, like that kind of argument. Like, all right. Who is Don Fry? You should punch yourself in the face as hard as you can right now, Ian. No, indeed, the Berg, if you want to put me down, that's fine, but, like, put me down. Like, actually say something. Just be like, I don't like it. Okay, what don't you like about it? Oh, it's just wrong. Okay, what's wrong about it? It just is. Nah, gotcha. Okay. Well, you learned me. Well, yeah, here, Cosmo, check it out. Here, I'll get I'll give me a little 20-pound barbell here. So you got overhead's usually a closer grip, you know, like right in here. You come over the head, but if you get a little bit of a wider grip, and you come up here, see, you can see under the light what my traps are doing. just by me pushing my arms up. Now imagine if you put like 135 on there and did sets like that. Like you're, and what's cool about those is you can do them right out of the rack. So they're super easy. It's a really good range of motion you get out of it too. If you hit 50 and you still power lift without severe injuries, then you're doing something correct. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what though, I've had a few over the years. You won't have to, bro. You're already 11%. Some people at show day are not that lean or are that lean. Don Fry is my hero. What do you think of deadlifting? I love deadlifting. Why is bodybuilding gay? I don't think it's gay adjacent. Well, think about it. What, you got a bunch of oiled up men wearing spray tan, wearing thongs, and they're posing for other men who are judges. I don't think I've ever seen a woman bodybuilder judge in a men's competition. Not to say they don't exist. I just never seen one. It's kind of gay. It's a beauty pageant, but you know, you look at all the work that goes into it, and even just posing, and posing's super difficult. Like posing's hard, and it's impressive the dedication that one needs to have in order to do well. And you know, at the end, I like bodybuilding, but it's just, I don't know, it is pretty gay. I mean, let's be real. Gino, are you gay? It's only gay if your dicks touch. Just remember that, boys. And Anarang, hey daddy. I'm a married man, Gino. Don Fry is the OG measuring unit or meeting unit. Oh, give me a second. My wife's not home, and the dogs are getting into something. What are you doing? You all right? Well, no, that's cool. Just, hey, you know what? It's cool. Just make sure you get up and move every once in a while, okay? All right, sweetheart. How do you make sure you rage out is getting the cycle right? You know, it's funny, Ryan, like people will sometimes confused, like, because I'm a pretty cool dude, like I'll get like mildly annoyed once in a while and people are like, roid rage. You've never ever seen me angry, ever, not once in your life. You are Brian Shaw powerlifting. Who wins? Well, Brian Shaw, obviously. How old is Brian? Because I have an age modifier. So over 40 lifters, they use what's called the McCullough score. And it's basically dots with an age modifier. So my McCullough score is 5'10". And a 5'10" dot score is considered international elite. My unmodified dot score is 461, which in the open division would still qualify me to compete at Worlds. Are you a veteran? Yes, I am. Hey, Maggie. Christina's at her friend's house. They're shooting guns tonight. She hasn't been out of the house since she had surgery, so this is her first time out with her girlfriend. So I'm home alone with Delphine. She's in her bedroom drawing or something. Maggie's awesome. Christina did tell me that if you popped on to say hi, incidentally. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick.
All right. Okay, let's get to work here. My first working set is today's the 28th, so 3:15. So I need to do one more warm-up set. Alright, where's my timer? So make sure I stay on here we go. Make sure I don't talk too much. Oh, I unblocked that guy, by the way. Only blocked him for a minute. I have yet to. I don't think I've blocked anybody. I hope I'm having a blessed night. I was in a really crap mood, but now that guy got me a little spun up. Who's talking shit to Maggie? I will block you for that. Anarang. Somebody. Yes, I am a veteran. I am a Marine. Don't give Maggie shit. All right. What do you listen to when I'm working out? Normally, if I'm not on stream, I'll put a podcast on or something. I don't like to listen to music because it gets you fired up, and I'll save that for game day. So when I go to the meet, I get all amped up, and it's almost like being on a drug. Like I get way more all my lifts blow up when I'm at competition. I get the hair standing up on my arms, and I'm just like fired up. And weights that I struggle with in the garage are like super light. It's something I don't know. I don't know what it is about being at the competition, but it's just everything. I feel so much stronger, and I think that's because when I train with like almost no stimulation whatsoever. You know, I'll put like Joe Rogan on or something. Who's spamming? What did Christina say? Oh, she just said if you popped on to say hello, Maggie. She's at her friend's house. Cooper, what's up? So if I were to do steroids, how do I not end up like Chris Benoit? I don't have to tell you, Ryan.
go to a doctor. How much do I weigh? 220 pounds. Actually, you know what? Where's the scale at? Let's see where we're at. What did I do? Oh, it's over here. Survey says. Ooh, 224. I'm gonna have to cut a couple pounds. All that ice cream I've been eating. Listen to Oliver Anthony. Classical's cool, yeah. Braxton. That's my wife and I do that a lot. We'll just put classical music on and we'll do like yoga or whatever. What made you want to start filming yourself on YouTube? I have no idea. You know what it was? The gym shut down, COVID. So I started training at home and I was really lonely. So I started doing stupid YouTube videos. And I kind of thought at the time that a master's powerlifter over the age of 40 would be somebody at my level. Oh, good Lord. Let me turn the sound off here. I thought I was a little more special than I actually am. So YouTube dashed any illusions of that within the first month. And then I realized nobody gives a shit about old dudes. As a matter of fact, a lot of young kids like will hold us to the same standards as they hold like 20-year-olds. You know, you see like an older guy and he's like in his 60s benching 315 and they'll be like, your bench sucks, bro. I'm like, the guy's, the fact that he's actually squatting should be like inspirational. And these guys are like, you're going to go down all the way. I'm like, damn, you guys are fucking harsh. You know, so YouTube's just like I don't know. My she said to me, she says, I think you actually like abuse. That's possible. I don't know. It's fun. It's kind of fun. I like chopping it up with you guys. I don't think I'd make it to the gym without at least a few 100 milligrams of coffee. Josh. Well, I got you right here, brother. I don't think I would make it anywhere without a few 100 milligrams of coffee. You're not the first person to say that, Saeed, and I guess that's cool, because the other person they always compare me to is Andy Serkis, and I don't see that comparison at all. But how's the bench treating you, Dylan? I don't know. So far, everything feels okay. I'm about to do my first working set here, 315 for 3. People are strange when you're a stranger. Pretty awesome. I'm 36 and super out of shape. Just got shot a few years ago. Damn, James. If you don't mind me asking, Jim Bob, how did you get shot? And what are you doing to get back in shape, bro? Like, I had a grievous back injury to where I had to relearn how to walk again. And I got super out of shape. I got fat. I got up to about 250, 260 pounds, and not in a good way at all. Like, I wasn't training. I was drinking. I was drinking a lot of alcohol. Drinking and opiates. That was back in 2012. I got sober. It took me a year or two to kind of get on track. And then I had actually lost a bunch of weight because I was drinking so much. So my body started failing, and I wasn't eating. So when I went to rehab, I'd slimmed down to like 180 pounds. And it's funny because people are like, how did you lose all that weight? You went from 260 to 180? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, what'd you do? And I'm like, well, funny you should ask. But I got sober. I was in rehab. I lost all the weight, even though I was dying. I was literally shitting blood and vomiting, and it was all bad. I'm like, well, I might as well try to keep it off. And then once I got sober, I started working out, and I found it very therapeutic. But like any good drug addict or alcoholic, I had to go full retard with it. Uh, somehow I'm not surprised. Kids are brutal. Yeah. Hey, I can't stay too long. Hey, what's up, Cat? Domestic Cat Expo. Oh, you're working the exposition. Cat's my sister, incidentally. When you coming into town? What day is it? The 12th? Dispute with a neighbor. Fight turned into a shotgun. Jesus. Luckily, it was birdshot, but still jacked me up. Holy crap. Yeah, birdshot will screw you up. It's not like target loads. I mean, those will mess you up, too. Well, damn. I thought you were going to tell me, like, I was in combat or something. Well, I mean, that is combat. I appreciate you doing these live streams. I look forward to them. Going through a hard time in my life right now. You know, I'm convinced that life is hard. Everybody's going through a hard time. And the difference between going through a hard time and going through a good time is mindset. You know, and people around you. It's like, okay, I recently had to refinance my house, and I had to do some things because we ran into some money issues, and it was all COVID related, and we're getting back on track. I had the power shut off. You know, I make over 6 figures. I have a really good income, but things are super expensive, and I'm the only one working in the house. We got into debt, and we were having problems, and you know, Christina got in that, she had her surgery, so she'd been dealing with her injured, and her mom's got cancer, and the point, what point are you going for? I could pile on all this, goddamn man, I'm going through a lot of bullshit. But at the flip side is like, I've been able to provide for my family on my income, so Christina's been able to stay home with the kids, they're all doing good in school, like all of our bills are paid, we have not gone a day hungry, I've got more shit than a man could possibly know what to do with. I'm not very materialistic, so I don't really care about having brand new cars and shit like that, so it's like I'm extremely blessed. So it's like, well, how are you going to look at it? Are you going to look at life sucks and then you die, or man, we got it pretty good, and it's a struggle. And I think all of us kind of go through a fight. Lifters tend to be in their heads a lot. Like it's funny because you look at the stereotype and it's a dumb meathead in the corner, like gnawing on crayons and shit. But if you actually talk to a lot of powerlifters, they were the introverts that had social anxiety and, you know, maybe didn't get the girls so much in high school, and they were the neckbeards that collect, you know, Warhammer figurines, and we like to play video games and, you know, Magic the Gathering and shit like that. And they tend to be really thoughtful, intelligent people that are shy and like to present themselves in a way that's intimidating, like as a shell, like a protective shell. You think about the kid that got picked on in high school, so he's gonna what? He's gonna blow himself up to look like that, and they walk around mean mugging everybody. But the second you talk to them, they're like, "Hey," it's like you say something nice and encouraging to them, and they turn into the nicest little puppy dogs. It's like, isn't that the guy, you know, that's in the corner where he's got the crow paint on, and he's got all the tattoos and nicest dudes in the world. It's like we're all broken. I always say we're bent. We're not broken. So it's you just gotta kind of. I empathize with you if you're going through a rough time, you know. But this is what I can tell you: it gets better. You just gotta kick at the darkness until it bleeds daylight. That's all I'm saying. I hear you. Shamsul Sudan, what's up? Ryan, my guy has them old MTG checks. He, oh, that's my puppy telling me to get to work. All right. Oh, incidentally, Balboa, the reason I didn't read your comment is because it's stupid. Like, if you're gonna troll, you gotta say something clever, bro. Like, I'm assuming you might be a sub 90 IQ. Are you capable of saying something funny, or is you got like kindergarten insults? Like, we expect more from our trolls on this channel. So if you want me to read your comments, You have to say something like truly insulting that we can all laugh at. Like, your shit's weak, is what I'm saying. You saying I'm skinny and weak, your insults are skinny and weak. Come on, bro, do better. Like, I can't even be upset by that. That's how bad they are. My guys will tell you. They'll lay down the expectations. Just ask one of my moderators. All right, first set's done. Now we're going up to 325. Set my timer. 350, 3. That's only 10 pounds. All right. No, normally, like, someone says, like, they'll come on and say, like, skinny or weak. But the fact that he wrote it twice meant that he really thought that he was insulting me. And I'm looking at him like, you poor soul, you. I need to get you with my 13-year-old son. He's got some zingers. Oh, my 10-year-old daughter, she can really throw some insults. Yeah, no, well, here's the thing is I love the trolls too, Cameron, but it's like I can't stop the stream for every pathetic attempt at insulting me. It needs to be something like, you know, like I would have been your dad, but the dog beat me over the fence, you little shit, or, you know, like something, you know, like a good one, a zinger. Hey. If life gets dark, create a really chaotic D&D character. You know what? That's why I play Warhammer, Dylan. Bro's jacked. Drippy. Henry Hank. That's a great name. Could you please shout out my homie? Gay bitch. Let's see, Gen X Power, the Body Beatdown. Now, the Body Beatdown, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with your trolls, but you got some truly degenerate people that just come on and comment your stuff. I was like, who are these people? It's like, you got a guy, he's in his mid-50s, and he's getting after it, and he's legitimately strong, and he's just got these, like, your trolls are mean. Mine are at least funny.
Hi, can I join you?
Yeah, just if you can bench that 3 times.
What? How much does it weigh?
1/2 granny's buttocks.
Oh my!
No, that's I'm just joking. 350. No, 325.
Ah.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. I just wanted to know what you were up to.
I'm gonna do 2 more sets of bench, and then I don't know. You want to hit the heavy thing?
Sure.
It's gonna be a minute.
Okay.
What are you working on?
I'm just coloring in the book, and most of the drawings are not very. I want more advanced drawings, so I was gonna come in here, but then I saw you doing a live stream, so I wanted to join you. I was gonna ask you to draw me a picture, and
You guys, are you interested in watching me live stream illustrating? Most of you guys probably don't know that I used to be back in the day a professional illustrator. No, don't start getting my artwork out.
I just want to show them more.
I know, it's fine.
Okay.
I have videos. You can check my page out. And those are just sketches. But I would love to give you double A's back. Very disappointing. You got me. Hold on, I need to hide that user. All right. So we were just talking about really bad trolls body beatdown, and you got double A here. He's been really, really trying so hard to get me. And the only thing he can come up with is, I know you are, but what am I, type level of trolling. It's like, you poor sub 90 IQ thing, you're so cute.
Goodbye.
See you, sweetheart. Oh, hey, I'll holler at you when I get there. What do you got there?
I totally didn't steal the last caramel ice cream.
I got another box of them.
Okay.
Did you throw the box out at least?
Right now, no. Okay, Dad, you go talk to your people.
Literally me when my husband is working out. What you doing? What's your weight, Drippy? I just weighed myself, 224. Favorite bicep workout? I don't really isolate arms. I do mostly like rows, like weighted pull-ups, barbell rows, that kind of thing. Every once in a while I'll do a set of curls just for fun, but normally I don't. I'm very row heavy. I think you don't really need to isolate arms. And not to say there's anything wrong with it if you do. It's just, for me, it's a time efficiency. Because I can get mostly what I need done for training for what I'm trying to accomplish in 30 minutes if I need to. I do like 3 warm-up sets, 3 working sets, and I'm done. Anything on top of that is just gravy. I usually do like arms like on an off day if I'm bored. Drippy favorite. Let's see. Double A. Let's see what Jim. Let's hear his comeback. Ready, guys? Sorry you got pissed, bud. I would like to watch and hear your advice. Thanks. Oh, are you being serious? See, now I feel bad. You got me, bro. Okay. Actually, I do welcome shit talking. I just encourage people to try to be clever and funny. Can you bench that? Yeah, I hope so. I didn't put up there for decoration. The daughter comes in. Oh, she trains with me all the time. Yeah. Body beatdown got a new squat PR today, 455, 2 sets of 1. Didn't quite to depth, but very close. It doesn't matter. Look, you got these Nazis online, right? And they're holding training sets to competition standards. The whole point of training is to get stronger. So here's the deal, guys. If you're doing sets of squats and you're a little short on depth, an inch or two, whatever, just keep repping them out. You're going to get stronger. And when you start doing your warm-up sets, for a lot of older guys, 40, 50, whatever, ankle and knee mobility is a real issue, and it can be very difficult to hit depth for a lot of older guys. So it's something they need to work into. I always suggest use your lighter weight sets, rep those out, and try to get a little deeper. But then as you get heavier, don't short yourself, because you can get a shit ton of hypertrophy with heavy weights doing 90-degree parallel squats. Even higher than that, an inch or two higher than parallel, you will still blow your legs up. And that weight's going to trickle down to your 1 rep max. So let's say you do a set of 5 and you're going 20% heavier than you normally could squat, but you don't go down all the way. Now, what are we talking about? We're not talking about those quarter squats you see the bros at the gym doing. This is a reasonable attempt at a squat, but maybe you just didn't quite get down all the way. Maybe you're feeling a little shaky at the bottom. Maybe you need, we're working on hip mobility, whatever the case is. You still did a squat. You're still getting training. You're still getting stronger. YouTube's going to give you and harass you and say that it doesn't count. It doesn't count for what? Exercise? We're training, people. You know what I mean? Save competition squats for competition. Sometimes you could turn a troll and get them on your side, case in point. That's what I try to do. I'll admit, so normally you guys don't really see me get shaken up too much. One, the comments that get under my skin, stolen valor. I can get caught off guard by those, or if somebody says something about my lifting form or the way I exercise, but then I ask them like, well, what do you, you know, when I ask them to back it up, if they don't have a very good reason as to why they, you know, are saying what they're saying, that tends to really irritate me. See, he did. He got me a little. I admit, I got triggered. How long should it take a guy to get to 225 bench? Mark. Dude, there's guys that can start lifting, and the very first day they start lifting, they can hit 225. Then there's guys like me who, you know, I thought when I first walked into the gym and I saw a guy benching 135, I thought he was strong. I was repping it out. I'm like, wow, look at this guy go. It takes as long as it takes. I don't know your body size. I don't know how strong you are. I don't know what your workout history is. I don't know. You know what I mean? This is what I'll say. Most lifters, once you can get a plate on each side, 135, can get to 225 within a year. Average guy. As long as he's got a good workout regimen and he's training and he's not missing days and he's actually serious about training, about a year. I was literally stuck at 290 pounds on my bench for 6 months straight, and I couldn't put a single pound on there. And I was trying all sorts of different goofy shit to try to get that weight up. What worked for me was lowering the weight a little bit and increasing the volume, the rep range, and the frequency I was benching. So I went from like 1 day a week to 3, but you only want to do that for short periods of time, maybe 4 weeks at a max, because then you kind of run into the risk of overtraining. What's super, super important, and what a lot of lifters miss, especially guys that are grinding out and they're hitting that max, and every week they're trying to put 5 more pounds on the bar and they just can't do it, you're overtraining. You got to give yourself body time. So deloads are important. If you are hitting a plateau and you're really grinding and getting after it and you just can't put any more weight on that bar, take a week or 2 off away from that lift. Give yourself a body a chance to heal, and then go back into it like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Go into it fresh, starting at a lighter weight and working back up again. It's the same way we do with competition. We lift, we get up to here, and then when I'm done with competition, I set myself back, and then I start again. And I set myself back, and I start again. So every time I start fresh, I bump the weights down and train from that. Thank you, Dylan. I had 3 knee surgeries. I'm only good at benching. So for you, because I've had 2 knee surgeries, I would want to look at what's holding you back from being able to get at least full range of motion body weight, and we would work on your mobility from that. And then from there, I'd start loading you up, because unless you have something physically missing where you can't move your leg, such as a fake knee or something like that, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to train your body to get a reasonable range of motion. So we got to look at like what's holding you back. A lot of guys, they'll get knee surgeries and they don't follow up with physical therapy and training. And for me, when I got my knee rebuilt, the military gave me 30 days of convalescent leave, and I didn't know anything about it. I just got my surgery, I got my bottle of Vicodin, and I went home for 30 days. Well, in that 30 days, I should have been doing physical therapy, but I wasn't. I was just sitting at home with a leg immobilizer on. So the first thing I had to do when I went to physical therapy is they had to push my knee straight. They had to literally strap me to a table and wrench it down, and it was painful. So maybe you can't extend your knee all the way. That's the first thing I'm going to work on. Once we get your knee moving straight, now we're going to look at depth. How far down can you go? If it's a quarter squat, that's where we're starting from. And we're gonna do body weight and lightweight bands, whatever the case may be, and we're gonna get you to where you can bend over and touch your toes and you can get in a seated squat position. But it might take 6 months. That's the physical therapy process. Once we get you moving though, I'm gonna start putting weight on your back. How can I increase my pull-ups? I can do 5 max, 5 sets of 5. if you can do 5 pull-ups, you can do 5 sets of pull-ups, and you should be doing them every day. Seriously, that's what the Marines do. When you go to Marine Corps boot camp, they have pull-up bars by the bathrooms. Every time you walk by it, you have to do a set of pull-ups. So they had us doing pull-ups, 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 pull-ups. If you could do 1 pull-up, you do 10 sets of 1. And then the next day you try to do 11. So you are just always doing sets of whatever pull-ups you can do. The other thing that helps is doing what's called long hold eccentrics. So you'll actually hop up and grab the bar and hold it. And you're going to set a timer for 30 seconds and slowly lower yourself. And you're going to hold it for that whole 30 seconds. And then you're going to hop up and do that again, and you'll do sets of those. Between those 2 things, you should be a pull-up machine within 3 months. You should be able to crank out 20 dead hang pull-ups. That's right, you were D1 baseball. Drippy says, sure thing, buddy. I'm sorry, wet shark. Sure thing, buddy. Okay. Yeah, that's right. He was. Yeah, he was a D1 player. I back that up 100%. Yeah, we were talking about that last time because I played junior college basketball. I was a partial scholarship. I played for the Harper Hawks in Illinois, and then I made the first Marine Division team. So I had a little bit of game. I could shoot some hoops. I was a shooting guard. My alarm went off. I need to hit this second set. Let me use the bathroom real quick. The coffee's running through me. All right, I got a little shortcut I can run down on the side of the house instead of going through the living room and everything. Yeah, no, Wet Shark was a ball player. I haven't joined in long. What's up, Asian in Africa? I haven't seen you in a while. Just saw the description of the video. You like that? Taco Bell hookups. Hell yeah. You know, I'm always disappointed with Taco Bell. When we go to Muay Thai practice, I have my choice between an actual, like, Roberto's taco shop or Taco Bell. And my daughter always wants Taco Bell, so we stop there, and it's just, I don't know why. And it's more expensive. I can get real street tacos. You going to bed, sis? Zyro's Garden. Your alarm went off like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I know. How much is that? That's $3.25. And I suspect I'm going to have to start using leg drives, so I'm going to put the belt on. $3.15 moved well, but it felt a little off. What the hell did I do with my coffee? So I'm going to make sure I get set up really good. Ever since I had my shoulder injury, I cheat the weight a little this way. So this thumb is right on the knurling, and this thumb's about an inch off. So the weight's a little more on this side than it is on that side. Just a hair. But the rules of powerlifting is the bar goes down, the bar goes up. It doesn't matter if it's uneven as long as it keeps moving in a positive direction. Success. So the next set is a little tendonitis. The next set is 330, so 5 more pounds. Or 10 more pounds. I don't know, guys. I really need to get these numbers. But I've blown my shoulder out before. And I'm feeling a little bit of discomfort. I would really hate to injure myself right before competition. I really need to hit this, though. Do I risk it? Have you tried castor oil for tendonitis? Castor oil? No, I've got this, the VA gave me this skin rub, and it's actually hot sauce. It's literally the shit that's in mace, the pepper spray. What do they call it? What's the stuff that makes peppers hot? That chemical. It's called, starts with a C. And it literally heats you up, but you gotta be careful because if you touch your lips or your tenders, no bueno. Capsium, yes. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I didn't know what it was when they gave me this stuff. I'm reading it, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And I start putting it on and my skin starts burning and I'm like, ooh, that's weird. And then my hands are burning. I'm like, oh. And I touch my eyes. I'm like, oh, ah. And I start snot. And I'm macing myself. And I'm like, what is this stuff? Like, why would you do that? Why would you give a Marine that? Like, it's lotion. Just put lotion on. This feels great. It's awesome. Next thing your hair starts falling out. Like, I'm out. Did you get bigger since last time I joined? I think it's the lighting. It's better lighting. No, I'll probably put on a pound or two, but nothing notable. What are your thoughts on arm wrestling? I love watching the sport. I hate participating. Does your hole hurt after eating Taco Bell? No, Taco Bell doesn't have anything hot enough to do that. We live out... Ian, what state you live in, Ian? Have you experienced real Mexican food? Keep your hands off your back. You can't touch anything. Shut up and lift. Do it. Oh, I forgot to set my alarm. Now we gotta rest. We have to rest between sets, Rich. I don't know if I should do this third set though. It makes me a little nervous. You're in Hawaii. Do you have Mexican food out in Hawaii? I mean, I know you have Mexican food in Hawaii, but do you have like Mexican food, like real deal? Because we have it like Southern California, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico. All those are like legitimate. Like the only way to get better is to literally go into Mexico and get street tacos. Are you on steroids, bro? Well, yeah. You doing listen to it anyways. I'd slide with caution. Yeah. Yeah, Scoville units, yep. All right. I'm supposed to hit 330 for 3. As a Mexican who's been to Hawaii, I can confirm there's no Mexican food in Hawaii. Thank you. God, I love your food. God, if I could have one food on the planet, hands down, no question. Followed second by Japanese food, udon, tempura, ramen, like real ramen. Like, yeah, even the packets of ramen. That'd be a close second. Rich guy. Wow, you're profound. We have good Puerto Rican food up in Massachusetts. Yeah, we got there's a Dominican restaurant. I love Greek food. I don't know why I put Greek in there, but like Mediterranean's kind of got similar. It's similar but different. You don't listen to the timer anyways. Yeah, but it does help. Like, you have to admit, that was a lot faster than I normally go. Put icy hot on your crown jewels. The rich guy makes me look like an angel. So, double A, that's what I'm talking about. It's like Rich, like, he's like, he puts needles on there, right? I'm assuming he thinks that, like, I'm going to be offended by that. But I don't see anything wrong with what I'm doing. And I don't really care if you do. Like, for some people, it's a moral issue. Well, steroids are bad. And they don't, you could take the time and explain. I go to a doctor or through a clinic. Everything I have is prescribed to me. I don't buy stuff from Hector on the job site. I'm not shooting Trent up. But most of those guys have what I call contempt prior to investigation. So they already have their minds made up. It's either bad or good. And there's really nothing you're going to say to them that's going to convince them to reconsider. So rather than me trying to address the comment, I'm just like, is that really, like, read the room, dude. Like, who do you think you're in the chat with? Like, this guy's on steroids. Like, everybody kind of looks over at him like, yeah. Like, good job, buddy. Like, it's like telling me my shorts look gay. I'm aware of this. I put them on. I know what they look like. I apologize for my BS earlier. Hope is good. That's actually a cool channel. Well, double A, I did admit I did get triggered. I was trying to act like I wasn't. You got me. You actually got me. Most people cannot trigger me, but you did, so. And you're perfectly fine. You're totally good to go. I blocked you for like 20 seconds. The only time I will block somebody is if they harass my wife or like Maggie. Like, I'm super protective of certain people. If they pick fights with close friends, most of my friends are moderators. Like, if you stick around the channel long enough, I'll probably make you a mod, and they can fight their own battles, so I don't usually get involved. Oh, as a matter of fact, Maggie, where are you at? I need to make Maggie a mod. Standard, here we go. Maggie, you're a moderator now. 9 subs away, please shout out. 9 subs away from what, Ian? I'll shout you out. So Ian is my youngest moderator. He doesn't have self-awareness. He's very naive. He doesn't get cultural references. But we love him. He just joined the Navy, and we're expecting good things from him. He wants to be a professional bodybuilder, and he's just started a channel. I think up to around 50 subscribers. I am trying to promote his channel. I hope he gets a couple hundred subs so he can start doing live streams. So check him out. Yeah, he's a friend. Sometimes I want to slap him, but most of the times we like keeping him around. He's only 17. 17. I just subbed earlier. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate that. I don't know if I'd say I'm the man, but I do okay. Now, just wait till you see me doing my boxing training. Then you guys can really rip into me. Ian, that's what's up. Thanks for your upcoming service. Yeah. T. Newstrom. Hell yeah, he's back. You know, honestly, T, I would be bummed if you didn't say that same thing every time. But Ian deleted your comment. If you came up with something clever and changed it, I'd actually be disappointed. Because you know, we get comfortable in our routines, and you're part of my routine now. So congratulations. Karen Height. Sometimes when I'm feeling silly, I like to put a toothpick underneath my toenail before kicking the wall as hard as I can. Well, that's one way to distract yourself. Zyro. You only need 50 to go live on mobile. Oh, nice. So it's 50. So once you get 50 subs, you can do live streaming on a mobile device. Is that correct? That's pretty cool. Do you need to train your lower chest even if it's way bigger than your upper chest? No. So Isaiah, I don't look at I don't know. I got pretty decent pec development, I would say. And it's okay. The way I approach, and a lot of that's genetics. So the way you've seen guys like with the huge, you know, the nipples, a lot of that's genetics. Arnold, like no matter how hard you train, you're not going to have Arnold Schwarzenegger's chest. Like that was his thing. But to improve yours, don't try to isolate upper, lower, middle. Just stretch it. Get length out of that muscle. This muscle group, your pectorals respond really well to being lengthened. So you want to do like nice deep dumbbell presses or benching with a camber bar or anything that's going to lengthen them out. Heavy weighted dips and really, really focus on stretching the pecs out. Different angles help different things, but they're not going to help as much as getting length out of the muscle group. So you can even do what's called lengthened partials, where you kind of get in that really compromised position and just press in that area, build that up, kind of like a deficit spoto press. And that really goes for a lot of muscles. Like your biceps are going to respond really well to stretching your arm out and then keeping tension on that muscle group. You know, I had to look up who the Hawk Tua girl is. I mean, is she even still online? Like, is she relevant still? I don't even know. I know, like, I saw the video and I thought it was mildly funny, but not enough. I couldn't figure out why she was famous. Does that make sense? And then, but I'm not like eternally online like some people, so I don't really know. Like, you know, like my daughter will be like, "Hey, did you see Amaranth or whatever?" Or some fucking I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Some weird chick with glasses that makes fun of TikTok videos that they watch. I don't know who these people are. I do know who Charlie is though. If the online personalities I tend to listen to, you got Charlie, Penguin, Asmongold, I really like him. Like Joe Rogan, obviously. All those, most of the older guys, I listen to a lot of those, but I don't consume a lot of the, like, I didn't know who Hawk Tua was. And then she had a podcast and I saw like a 5-minute clip of it and it was awful. So I figured she's probably not even on the internet anymore. And you're the only one I know that actually keeps bringing her up. So it's like Diddy jokes, you know, like that was old like 3 months ago. But people still drop those every once in a while. Saw a cat and I'm getting hungry. One-arm chest fly machine across the chest, Andreas. Let's see, Mike Israetel said carrying excessive muscle may decrease lifespan. Agree or disagree? Yeah. Which kitty ran by? I didn't see which one it was. Think of it like this. The heavier you are, your heart does not distinguish between being 400 pounds of muscle or 400 pounds of fat. For the most part. Now, you could have really, really good cardiovascular training, but even then, that's still mileage you're putting on an engine. So scientifically speaking, Mike Israetel's right, and I do actually, I defer to him for a lot of the principles that I use when I'm training. I think Mike Israetel and Renaissance Periodization have a lot of good information. Now, I think Dr. Mike's kind of gotten to a point where he's trying to be too innovative, if that makes sense. Like you can oversimplify, or you can overcomplicate the simplest things sometimes. And I think Dr. Mike does that, but he's got really, really good information, and it's backed by actual peer-reviewed scientific literature for the most part. But what's excessive? You know, like you kind of go BMI's like a good reference point for what your average weight should be for your height, but it's not. It doesn't tell everything because there is genetics that's involved. I would say, like, if you are 5'10" and you train yourself up to 220 pounds, that's not going to be a problem. But if you're 5'10" and you train yourself up to 280 pounds, that can shorten your lifespan. She does a podcast called Talk to. I'll have to check it out. Let's see here. Charlie Sheen. No, Charlie, Penguin Z. What's his name? G-U-N-Z. What is his name? Penguin Z0. Moist Critical. His name's Charlie. I like listening to him. He's just funny. I love the dude. Oh, well, you would think he's weird, Ian, because you don't get the cultural references. That's why I said you're still too young. Once you join the Navy, you'll catch right up to the vernacular, the parlance, if you will. And then so a lot of the stupid shit that we say is going to make a lot more sense to you. What do you do for your shoulders? I guess I can show you guys. I do mostly overhead pressing, but there's one that I use to rehab my shoulder after I tore it, and it's called we call it the Handsome Press. And what it is, it's an extreme range of motion shoulder press that uses rotation. So we're going to press from down here. And if you notice, the whole shoulder rolls through this motion. And you can't really load this up with a lot of weight. But if you look at my shoulder, the delts, as this bar moves down and it turns, I'm literally working the entire range of motion. If anything, that lift sacrifices, it's the front delts, but that's covered by bench pressing. So between benching, standard military presses, and those, that is pretty much the entirety of my shoulder routine. And every once in a while, just for fun, I'll do some flies or something, but it's not enough to say that it's part of my routine, if that makes sense. All right, so the alarm went off. Now here's the question. My shoulder, I'm feeling a little bit of discomfort, and I compete in 2 weeks. Do I risk doing my third final working set, or do I play it safe and drop the weight and just rep it out? I think there's part of me that just wants to go for it, but I'm so close to competition. Like, this is where I would do something stupid and injure myself. So, yeah, I'm going to just play it safe. I'll just rep it out. I feel like such a bitch, though. Because I'm not dropping the weight because I can't do it. I'm dropping the weight because I think it's unsafe. What's up, baby girl?
I was just seeing if you're done yet.
I'm on my last set, and then we can switch to,
Okay.
I need your help with stretching.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going back in. I just finished my episode, so
Okay.
I don't want to get sucked back in. Oh.
off on that for a minute?
Yeah.
It's just distracting.
Sorry.
Okay.
Are you gonna put thingies at the end?
What? No.
Why?
Why do I need them?
Okay.
Well, somebody's energetic.
I do this stick road. I am. I mean, I am the one that just ate ice cream.
Right. What are you doing?
I'm doing the stick bug. The stick bug. Stick bug. You monster, you stupid.
Alright, I'm checking the channel out here. Cameron Janoter Arm Wrestling. He's got 93 subscribers, 87 videos. And now you got 94 subscribers. Let's see here. Arm wrestle, lift strongman bags, generally do fitness related stuff. Trying to get to 100 subs. I'm going to check your content out here. Let's see what you got. We got a bunch of shorts. That's cool. Right hand pronation, 95 pounds. Damn. 100 kilogram bags. Dude, you're a horse. You gotta check this guy out. Ape Arm Wrestling. Ape Arm Wrestling.
1, 2, 3, 4. Stick bug. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
Let me set my alarm here.
Stick bug. 1, 2, 4. Stick bug. I'm a bug. Let's stick. I'm a bug. Let's stick. Stick bug.
Alright.
Stick bug.
Stick a bag up here.
Stick bug.
That there.
Stick bug. Stick bug. Stick it's bug. Stick bug. Stick bug. I'm sorry, I got an energy.
You need to intercede. Want to go to the bathroom real quick?
Stick bug.
Hey Maggie, watch my daughter for me, will you? I will be right back.
Stick bug. Stick bug. A bug that's a stick of a bug. A bug that's a stick. Stick bug. Stick bug. Stick bug. Stick bug. Stick bug. Stick bug.
All right, have you driven everyone away from the chat yet?
I don't know. I'm just stick bugging.
I don't have a channel, but I lift 6 days a week.
Stick bug.
Yeah, you're like me. You work your butt off. How much do you earn in a 365-day period? I don't really like to talk about my money.
I did.
Between the first 2 6 figures, we'll keep it there.
Stick bug.
I make enough money to support a family where my wife can stay at home. And this little thing is fed. Have you missed a meal?
I've been eating ice cream all day, so.
Oh, that explains it. All right, hop up. That explains it.
What?
Oh, could you do me a favor?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm being legitimately serious. Could you make me a pot of coffee?
sure.
She actually makes a really, I taught her how to make coffee, and she makes a better pot of coffee than I do. All right. We're going to switch gears here from lifting to physical therapy. Hit the heavy bag a little. But the first thing I need to do is I gotta put ankle supports on. I don't know about you all. I've been working construction last 20 years, heavy industry, and my ankles have taken a beating. My knees, I've had surgery on my knees, my back surgery, that was pretty brutal. There we go. But then people are like, I wonder how to get mobile at the age of 50. And this is part of what I do on a daily basis, or near daily. Let's see what Garfield wrote. Oh, he retracted his message. Good job, because my guys will block spammers. What about your pee-pee, brother? Any surgery there? Looking's for free, but touching will cost you, brother. But we, hey, Garfield's trolling for some D. We got any single men in the chat? Maybe we could help Garfield out. What would you say you are at your peak of your body? Probably. He says, I'll pay. Well, show me the money. No, so I'm as strong now as I've ever been in my entire life, period. I'm lifting over 1,700 total in the gym. I've had mid 1,600s in competition. I'm ranked #1 in the world for my weight and age, and it's not even close second. Second place is 200 pounds below my total, maybe even more. So I'm killing it. I'm as strong now as I've ever been. The problem is recovery sucks. If I get injured, it could take a month to recover where it used to take 4 or 5 days.
I totally wasn't dancing. Ooh, that's me.
All right, if you're going to train with me, little girl, we're not going to be a spaz. We're going to actually do some exercises.
I'll try not to go cuckoo.
I'm not interested in you going cuckoo.
I'll try. Energy is inside my bones.
You can have fun now. You can have fun. Just don't bounce off the walls.
Hard.
Do you have a little kettlebell? Go get that purple kettlebell. The 10-pounder. It should be by the fireplace.
Like,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
Here's a good example. So, because I've had a couple of knee surgeries, in order for me to comfortably get in an ass to grass position, I got to use a little bit of compression. This one is a little patella band. These work really well. For whatever reason, they just take a little bit of pressure and apply it to the joint, and it just makes the pain go away. It's really pretty cool. And then I can comfortably get in a seated squat position, and I can rest here. That's the first thing I'm going to do.
I've got 20 in my hands.
I only need 10. Okay. You set that right there. So, seated squat position.
Yes. Easy.
On your heels. You want to rest. We're resting.
Yeah.
Now get your back up straight.
Whoa.
And
Oh my God.
up. Wait, you gotta keep your back up straight. Jump, pop up, jump up.
Whee!
Here, I'm gonna do our stretches. Yep. Push, push, push. There we go. Now you jump. You do it too. Come on. Now you stretch. Keep legs straight. Lock them up. Where is it uncomfortable?
Right here.
There's no way my flexibility is better than yours.
I mean, I'm not good at sports.
You used to do them all the time.
I was in ballet then.
Okay, pull back.
I have a flexibility challenge.
Now up. Breathe.
I'm gonna pop.
Inhale.
Ew.
And when you exhale, go deeper. Ready? Breathe into it. Breathe. Now hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now breathe in. Now exhale deeper. Alright, my turn.
Okay.
Push, 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 push.
Pull legs like fucking. Just tell me when. This is
Alright. Alright, so now we're going to do,
flexibility challenge.
yep, so knees up, and legs in a 90-degree angle like that.
Like,
90 degrees. 90 degrees. Move over a little. So my legs are straight. And so you push back. And then you stitch close to the ground and roll forward. Roll forward and then back. Keep your legs straight. And forward.
and forward
And back.
and back
And forward.
and forward.
And back.
So
Sit into it. Sit into it. Try to stretch out a little bit more. Sit into it. Push back. And forward. So you're going to rock back and forth. We're going to do 10 of them. 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now
13.
this leg turn this way. This leg goes back. We're gonna lean. Push this shoulder to this foot.
That looks like
Try to. It is hard for me.
get as close as you can.
No, you keep it up. We're working on the knee flexibility, so that's why you want to turn into it. It's just straight out. Now we're going to switch. We're going to roll into this one. I'm starting to cramp up a little. Let's switch.
Smell my feet.
Then we're going to switch.
Now I get to smell your feet.
We're going to switch. Lay back.
Switch.
Move that way a little. Move that way a little. You just need the legs to be back, bent, bent, bent. That's straight. Like that. This one needs to be out here. Moving forward. Right? You want to see a switch? Roll. Switch it up. And switch.
Yeah.
You need to switch. So when you switch, roll your feet like this. That's not. What are you doing?
I tried.
Go back to. Go into my position. My position. Follow me. Same direction as me. Same direction as me. Same direction as me.
Okay.
Same direction as me. We're back. Okay, now is that what Dan's doing? Oh, I have this leg back. This leg back. This leg back. Back. Thank you. Back like this. There you go. So mirror that. Pretend that you do exactly what I'm doing. Now, when you roll your feet. You should be able to roll onto your feet and go in this direction. Alright? Now, roll onto your feet and go in this direction. So roll up on this heel. Now start rolling on this one. And just turn. Bam. Now roll up on this heel. And then start rolling up on this one and turn. Right? So it should look like this when you get good at it. You should be able to stretch this way and then stretch this way. And stretch this way and stretch this way.
I'm just not paying my foot. It's like, how about I challenge you with 2? Because you challenged me with 2.
What'd I miss? Mods need to clean some house. What? Oh, if he's talking about me, that's fine.
Ow!
I'm tugging to this. Okay, Dylan's gone. Hide user. Anybody talking about my kids gets banned and reported. So I screenshot the comment and I'm reporting it to YouTube, just so you know.
Unless it's good about us. If it's good, it's fine.
Ban unicorn and flipped girl.
Oh. Okay.
Flipper girl is mad cute. So he's already banned. Somebody already banned him. So okay.
I'm itchy.
And he's hidden. And I can see the comments, so I can take screenshots of them. Do you see your kids getting into sports? Do you consider Muay Thai a sport?
Uh-huh. I see chess as a sport.
I don't know about that one, but it's definitely a competition.
I do chess.
Yeah, if you're talking about my kids, like if I could, I would find you. I would literally get on a plane and come hunt you down. That's about the only line you can cross with me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's in the chess club.
Yeah. Wait.
Is the coffee ready? I'll get it.
Stick bug. Stick bug. Stick bug.
Can you do something different, please?
Okay. About. Is this good? I don't know which way to go. I can't see my back.
I actually need
I'm gonna fall.
Mama's squat pad.
What's that?
That pink thing she puts around her.
Okay, well, I just have a fun. Hello, people.
Yeah.
Gravity is.
I'm going to show you guys a drill that they have us doing in Muay Thai. And it's for mobility. So when you guys kick, right, you turn into it, and then you got to rotate the hips. So one of the drills you can do is you do a rotation, and this is so you guys can kick higher. So we'll rotate into it up here, lean this way, lean this way, and then from here try to lift the leg. This will help you get stronger. And then you can turn this way and then do a squat. So it's 1, 2, lift the leg, 2, 3, squat, and then rotate back.
And then do a candlestick. Candlestick. Okay. Ow. I don't like it. My legs go above my head when I do this.
We'll do the other side.
Oh, this way. Ooh, somebody likes chess.
Can you do these, Della?
Yeah? Maybe a lower thing. Maybe.
Let's start with this one.
So,
I know you can kick that high.
I can. There we go.
So you're going to get your legs straight. Both legs. Front and. Try it on this one.
What? I don't understand.
Put
Oh.
your foot up.
That's way too easy.
Step like you're doing a teep. So foot straight to start with. This foot straight. So it should look like this. Foot straight.
Right there, let me.
No. Foot straight.
There.
Please. No. Turn. Now turn your foot. See my foot? And from there we lift our leg. And turn the rest of the way. And we do a squat. 1. And then we rotate back. Rotate back. And we rotate back this way.
Squat.
Turn back.
1, 2, 3.
And then touch your toe. Leg straight. Up. Turn.
1, 2, 3.
Turn.
Squat.
I would just try to get it done body weight first.
Go.
Turn your foot all the way. Your left foot. Your left foot all the way. There you go, straight.
This.
Like you're gonna do a T.
Then this.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. And then here. Squat. There. 1, 2, 3. Back.
I'll do the other way.
Okay. Rotate. 1,
Try to get as high as you can.
3.
Nice.
Rotate. Squat.
Deep squat.
Pick it up. Squat down. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Just go like more. One hole.
Yeah, good stuff.
2.
Back. Yeah, right. Alright, you go first.
Okay. Left hand. Uno. Dos. Tres. So for you, I'm gonna put this way and for me this way. Grab the weight. Oh, man. Me is the champion. The stream's glitching out because your phone is like Dipsy watch.
It's okay. Go ahead. Your turn.
Whoa, you know the stream. Take this down.
Whew.
Yeah.
Oh, it is getting glitchy. Is it glitchy for you guys?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah, it did time out. Do 1 hour for you.
Okay. So,
Start with the foot straight.
let's see.
The other foot. Both feet have to be straight.
How do I do? What do I do both at the same time?
You can't do both at the same time. But look at my feet.
What?
Are you looking at my feet?
Which was it? So next.
1, 2, 3.
Turn, squat. Don't worry about the weights. You're trying to stretch this muscle out.
I know. It's just the weight is nice.
But you're not stretching it out though. You're working your leg, but you're not stretching your piriformis. So, okay, what am I talking about? So when you guys are kicking, right? Your quads are not kicking that much. It's your piriformis that creates that rotation. So that's what we want to work.
I'm getting tired.
Okay, are you done?
No,
By doing this deep squat, I'm stretching this out. I'm not working this. Do you have anything streaming in the house?
No.
Is all of your devices off?
I shut off my TV.
Am I glitching out on you guys? Is it laggy? I'm going to end the stream and restart it, okay?